And we are back for another one. Yeah, today I was a little tired because I think I explained it before. I was making my solution to kill weeds in my yard, and instead of using Roundup, which is a link that has a link to cancer, right? Which I also found out that like the previous owners of the house, they left a lot of stuff, and they did have a lot of Roundup, and I was like, oh, that's not good. That's dangerous. But like I don't want to think about the weed killers that I used when I was like younger and all that. So, but either way, this new solution is just like salt, vinegar, and soap. And by using this, you dehydrate the plant or the weeds, and you want to use it on a day where there's like 2 or 3 days of sun. So I did that, and I think I talked about it on one of the previous streams. But I was like, okay, I was like, 'cause in theory, it should work, right? But then when I use it, it actually works very fast, and especially if you get the ratio of like vinegar to salt. If you do that correctly, I think the first time I didn't use it enough, so it took a while. Or it also could be that prior to the first spray that I did, was it because like no weeds, you have to like even for them to grow, you have to have water and the correct pH level of the soil. By spraying it with vinegar and salt, it changes the pH level and it makes it harder for grass to grow. So like if you got the solution and you sprayed it on grass, it will die. On the other hand, right, like you pretty much, that's why like when you do this, right, if you want to spray, oh, I want to kill this one weed in like your yard, you might want to dig that out instead of actually using the solution to spray it. You want to use most of this stuff for like when it's like the weeds are next to like cement or like touching the road part, that like the barrier between the road, the sidewalk, or something like that. Because then you could kill everything over there and you don't have to worry about it. But yeah, I think because I think I sprayed it like no, because the first spray killed most of the weeds, right? And now when some of the other weeds start growing back, and this is like after like a month or so, right? It's not the exact same. It's like kind of like just around the weed and something like that, right? The new kind of weeds that are coming out. But I think because of the pH level of the soil, because some areas are like, it's really deep down. Like if I'm pretty sure if I just like made more of the solution, just dump that stuff in there, I'm pretty sure these weeds would probably never grow back. I do need to test that theory. But either way, I think because the pH level is already different compared to what it was before, now when I like spray them, it is almost like before it took like 2 days for it to see the effects. Now it's like that same day you'll see the effects. Like outside my room, I'm just looking at the sidewalk and I see how like oh, okay, I see the brown over there, so yeah, it's working. But yeah, that's pretty much what you want to do if you want to do the same thing, right? Like, because it's also good for like people who have pets. So if you use like Roundup, we know it gives humans cancer, and like God knows what it's going to do to a pet. So by using this solution, it's just vinegar, salt, and soap. Most dogs will just smell it. I mean, maybe the curious ones might like lick it a little bit, but they'll be like, "Oh no, I don't like this," and they'll leave it alone for the most part. And even if they lick like some soap, vinegar, and salt, it's not to hurt them. So that's why I prefer this over like any kind of other like actual chemical stuff. And it's funny thing is, it's not just me using it too. It's like a few people in the neighborhood are using it. When I was like walking the dog around them, one of them they looked at me, then looked over like in the other way. Right, the guy was spraying some stuff. Right, I was like, I wonder why they're looking at me. And then as I walked by, I smelled the vinegar. I'm like, oh, okay, I see. But I think my dog looked at me because, or like today, when I was spraying the vinegar solution, I pretty much, because of the light mist that comes out of the little spray bottle thing, is the cheapest one you could probably get at Home Depot. Yeah, couldn't think of the name for a second. Let's just say Target, but I was like, that's not what I'm thinking about. But yeah, I got the little cheapest spray bottle. It's pretty much just a bottle with a like kind of a hose thing that you kind of like insert into the not bottle but like the jug, and then there's a little pump thing that you put on top of it. And by connecting all those, you pretty much pressurize it. Then you can shoot out the whatever liquid's inside there as a spray, and that is how that works. But and I also got a like one of those like orange buckets that could be used like to mix cement and things like that, and just to like be able to put water inside that and just wash off all the components. Then I let it dry. But yeah, the other people also like pretty much I like was when you use the spray, right? Sometimes the wind is blowing. Today it was no wind, so I was a sweaty mess afterwards. But uh-oh. Oh no, my stream page thing froze again. I don't know why it keeps on doing that. Oh, well, I had to just go by feeling now. Okay, let's see. I was just kind of like looking to the side, right? Oh man, do I really want to? Why does it do that, I wonder? Hold on a second. What's doing that? Okay, it 100% is not working over there. Darn. Do I want to just restart the whole thing? I just don't get why it freezes the other. Like, it's happened a little bit more regularly recently. You know what? Actually, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna just do the whole thing. Yeah, if I don't reply to anyone, I hope you guys understand that it's because of the other screen with the whole chat thing is all like it's frozen. Unfortunately. You know what? Maybe I want to try something. Well, either way, hopefully everything's good. That's all you could hope for. I thought I could fix it. It's hella frozen over there. The type of frozen that I can't do anything about. Okay. I guess I have to just keep on. It just makes me kind of mad when that happens. But it's not as bad as what happened when I was doing was it Enfield, where I did for a video. I did like a I thought it was going to be like the last patch was very long, so I thought it would just be like oh hour, maybe 2 hours at most. But they put a lot of effort into that patch. That patch was like if you did the like me even cutting out a lot of the loading times, it was about like that one patch was like about 8 hours of just like story. And that's not counting the side missions, side quests. Yeah. Yeah, they put effort into the last patch, and the music was good. The boss fight was good. I was very shocked. But yeah, and also either tonight or tomorrow is when a new stream is going to come out for our live stream for the Enfield, what the new next character and the next batch of stuff is going to be about. So that's exciting too. Oh yeah, but going back to before I realized that it froze, was that the weed killer solution. Because of the spray, like after I spray, it's a mist, and sometimes it sprays back at me. So that's why I smell a lot like the spray, like just coated in vinegar. And that's when the dogs, like, maybe when I come back in the house, the dogs would just smell me like, what is wrong with this guy? He smells weird. No, what? Oh no. Should probably go and kill these guys. They're the problems. But yeah, so because of that, I think that's why if the dogs smell the same thing somewhere else outside, they kind of know, like, oh, it's the thing that you smell like. Usually I try to coincide with that with a shower afterwards, but sometimes it does. It really gets on you. Unfortunately, today it was like, I know, I think outside it's like 80 degrees plus, which is like back when I was in I was sweating today outside, which is funny because like when I was like still overseas, there was like many places I worked at there was like it being 80 degrees is like nothing. I'm like, oh, 80 degrees, thank God. But those places were also humid. Over here wasn't humid. It would just, and that's not too bad because that means if you go under some not cover. That's not the word I'm trying to get at. Uh, oh my God. Under shade. Oh, think of the word. But yeah, if you get under some shade in like those kind of places, like or places where it's just straight hot, you can still survive that. If it's humid, no matter what kind of shade you go under, you're gonna feel it. I felt that I learned that the hard way. But on the side note, if you're like over there in a tropical place like that on vacation, it's great. But if it's like for me, like I had to be, I had military work uniform, blouse, all that stuff, right? Ew, ew, so gross. You just sweat through all that. And I have friends who like just didn't really sweat that much. I'm like, dude, that's not a good thing. So I always kind of kept an eye on them to make sure they didn't get no heat exhaustion or anything like that. But, yeah, but I mean, technically, I grew up in a place that was very tropical before, so which is Okinawa, Japan. That's what the story for the scary story hours that's going to happen this weekend. So yeah, we're going to do that again, and I'll tell more stories about the times where I was in Okinawa. Because I have a lot. I correctly paced myself last time, where I didn't go and tell all the stories that quick. So yeah, we still have like enough in the tank for like, I think even a part 3 or 4. But let's just do it. Let's take our time and we'll just go through part 2. I don't want to get all like cocky and then I just like unleash on Saturday. And like, oh man, I blew through all the stories. Send in your stories. Oh yeah, that's another thing I need to do. I need to figure out how to include all that into the like the about section on the. Actually, I need it. No, it's actually I already included it on the YouTube site because I actually you know, I'm not that crazy. I remember to do that. I think I also included into the shorts, or not shorts, the video itself. I'm pretty sure I also like included that to say like, oh yeah, if you have any scary stories you want us to tell, put in the, or look at the description for the email that you can send it to us. So at least I remember to do that. I still have some other homework to look at. I need to figure out how to do the PNG tubing thing. I still need to do that, but I do have some leeway because our artist, one of our artists right now, is essentially doing some kind of like, yeah, some family obligations to do. So actually, we have a few artists, but one of them is our main, at least right now, one of our main artists for just the PNG tubing stuff. That person is, or not really ours. It's just like we're commissioning it through her. But yeah, she's just she is also a friend of the channel. Yeah, that's the word. I was like, a friend of the show. I was like, not accurate. But yeah, so that gives me plenty of time to, hopefully, plenty of time to kind of look up some stuff. So that's what I was like, okay, as that's happening, I'll do that. And there's a few other things I need to probably do and make Waffles do as well. Since he's the key man when it comes to the commissioning of the art, the PNG tubing side. I just want to figure out how to do it myself as well to be able to teach the other members. That is my goal. Yeah, just can't teach them if I don't know how to do it. Yeah, that is the goal for right now. And I'm with this sword. And was it? I'll probably just make also Waffles figure out because I know he wanted to do some command or Magic the Gathering commander stuff. So it's like, yeah, if you could figure out the whole like how we want to do, if we want to just use cameras or if we want to do the whole online thing. If you do the online thing, you can use like whatever cards. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. Honestly, because I think more of the people that used to play Magic and stuff, because we all played it back when we were in the on the submarine, are actually over there. I could just say like, hey, why don't you just you do the whole camera video thing over there as like like your thing. And one day when I do head out there, uh, yeah, I'm bringing the heat. I'm pretty sure like I think the one like no, definitely Laguna knows that he's like, oh, okay. Since they were like showing me some stuff, I was like, kind of like showing them like, oh yeah, do you know about the bracket system and the game changers? Because that's the first things I learned when I started like officially doing Commander. Like, okay, I want to learn. Like I played like before a bunch of nice people who like let me play Commander with them, and they're like excited to have a Commander deck. Like, oh no, just use one of ours, right? And they kind of like help me through it. Super friendly dude. Yeah, I think they were in Hawaii, maybe different duty station now, but yeah, they're super nice. And I just knew they knew more about Commander, and this is before the bracket system, like the official. Before it's like, oh, is your like power level of your deck or your Commander deck like 1 or 10? Now it's like 5. You have 5 levels. Realistically, like there's 2. Pre-con stuff, like if you bought it right out of the box, bracket 2. If you do anything to it, like if it's like kind of like, oh, you don't know how to play that much, you kind of put some new your kind of cards, your own flavor into it, probably bracket 3. Oh, you know how to play and it kills people pretty fast. Okay, bracket 4. Oh no, you're playing for keeps. Bracket 5. That's all you need to know. Like it's I think the smaller section of the brackets is so much easier to understand now. And game changers, like, oh yeah, like I know there is a thing where like some people are like certain cards are like too strong and they're like, hey, what the hell? This card is strong as hell, but it's like not a game changer. Yeah. Like there's a few cards that I use. I'm like, I think this is really strong, but it's, I guess in the big scheme of things, it's not considered super strong, but I haven't played like during some of those times. back when it used to be even crazier, like Eldrazi stuff. Oh, that's one thing they did know Eldrazi things. They're like, oh, are you guys like, are you playing Eldrazi? And they're like, oh yeah, no, we know that's, no, we don't mess with no Eldrazi stuff. I'm like, okay. I have a feeling Waffles, being him, he's gonna dip his toes into Eldrazi. He just seems like the type. What type you say? Someone who's pure evil. That's the type. I have a feeling that he'll dip his toes into that and be like, oh wow, I'm not even using the strongest Eldrazi, with a smirk on his face. Yeah, my super strong deck that I'm kind of like, I would say, theory crafting and like getting cards every once in a while and all that stuff about, that won't be ready anytime soon. So technically I could just kind of go with it, but like if I played against like anyone in the higher brackets, they would just tear me up. So that's why I have to wait until I get some of the other major cards and stuff. And but no, at a certain point, it's not even the cards you have to like, you're like really care about. It's like, I need to get the correct lands. Yeah, lands are the most expensive damn things. Anyone who's ever played, they know. Oh my god, it's lagging crazy. I think it's for a lot of games too. Like even is it Enfield? Oh. I know there's been some complaints that it's been like as these more recent patches, they've been lagging quite a bit. I'm worried about Dark Arisen, the next, or the same named of the next patch or expansion of Dragon's Dogma. They called it the exact same thing because I think the exact same guy that helped fix, which is funny because the director who made Dragon's Dogma, he didn't make Dark Arisen that expansion. And then for Dragon's Dogma 2, after he made Dragon's Dogma 2, now he left the company and he's making his own like company. And the guy that came back to try to fix his kind of broken game, Dragon's Dogma 2, is the same guy that did Dark Arisen. I'm like, damn, this guy, they call him Mr. Fix-It or something, because when things go wrong, they say, hey, bring him. And he's like, I think that's the reason why he was like, I want to call it Dark Arisen, because they know. When people see Dark Arisen, they know. So yeah, he's like, when you see that name, that plastered on the game, you're like, oh, it's going to be good. I'm like, ain't that? I think if he should just go with that whole thing where every time he makes a game and it's really good, just call it Dark Arisen. He'd be the Dark Arisen guy. But yeah, there's a big patch coming out in the end of the month, I believe, and it's gonna like fix a lot of things, like even the what you call it, Dragon Blight. They actually give you a bonus to your characters. Before it was just a detriment. I think they give you a bonus before in your stats for your pawns. They just never explained that, really, or didn't explain it well. So no one knew it was like, oh, I could use this as a kind of a way to buff my weaker pawns. No one knew that. Like, I beat the game, fully beat it once on my second playthrough, but technically I played it like another 2 times because I bought it on PC, played a lot of it and couldn't refund it, and it was like unplayable, and I just finally snapped. Then I played it another time. I think something, my save file was weird, so it auto saved another, like, I played maybe like 8, I did an 8-hour session. And I think even, yeah, no, I remember now. I forgot what I was doing, but I saved it in or something. I was pretty much at the end of the game, right? And this is not the the clean ending. It's like the bad ending essentially, right? And where you're just gonna go back and restart it with New Game Plus. But oh yeah, Ugh, I got too distracted. Yeah. But in that, I think something happened where like when I saved or something, it took away my autosave and saved from where, or booted up the save from the last time I went to an inn, and I did not save at an inn. I think I only saved at camps and stuff, so I didn't save at an inn for a very long time, and that's why I had to essentially play the game like, if I stopped because it felt like I played the game like 3 times already at that point. That's what happened. Okay, I remember. As I was saying it, I started to remember. Oh no, I didn't even kill enough. I messed up. I thought I did. Go back and kill those elites. Yeah, I thought I had enough. Like, oh, like two's enough. And I'll go back. I do that. Why is my character auto focused on someone that's... All these people are around him. He's gonna auto focus on someone that's out of the attack ring. Yeah. Darker, or not Dark Arisen. Dragon's Dogma 2 at the end of the month, they're doing a big patch that's going to implement some of the changes that are going to happen in the expansion a little bit early. So a lot of stuff, that things that you wanted them to fix, they're actually fixing it now. Unlike the other director who just like, he made the game, a half-assed game, then left. And yeah, it's like, he essentially, like, he's like, oh, I didn't put my whole vision in the first game. So everyone's like, okay, so the second game, he could do his whole vision of what he wanted to do. Then he didn't. So it's like, at that point, man, like, I guess you never even had a vision. Because you like, how the hell do you make 2 games and the second one you just kind of dip, then the same guy's coming up to clean up your mess again? I think that's crazy. Couldn't be me. It could not be me. But yeah, at least since I do have it on PC, I'm gonna launch it again in the end of August, which is very close, and to see if it's like playable on PC. Hopefully it is. Like, that's why I'm always like worried about buying a Capcom game on PC, because it's like, I don't know what's wrong with that company, but like when it comes to like optimization and things like that, they get really weird. Like, it's not their first time making a PC game, but like they like to like ship out a PC game that can't really run on PC. And I remember like people with high-end PCs, oh yeah, because your PC is now strong enough. This man had a high-end PC with like all the bells and whistles on it. And he had to like go through and like optimize the files and do all this kind of stuff. I'm like, dude, if I'm doing all that shit, then like, what's the point? Like I want the product to be able to play the thing. If I have to do all that right, then what are the play testing people? What the hell were they doing? But I mean, that you could also be set up for like a lot of games like ship out to PC that's like busted. It's like, do you even play test your things? Yeah, that's why playtesting is so important. When I was younger, I'm like, yeah, that's stupid. But then now I'm like, never mind. Yeah, that's QA. Just QA in general is very important. I used to be qualified that, so I had to do a lot of QA testing things. And later on is like when you find out like how valuable that is. Oh, okay, and with that, I don't think I have yapped enough about Darker, also Dragon's Dogma 2, and killing weeds. But with that, I want you guys to have a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Definitely hit that like button a lot. I know YouTube is doing a new set of rules, and I don't think it affects small channels like this. It's like, oh, does your small channel become even smaller? Pretty much. But yeah, well, with the, we even got some one person to subscribe on the YouTube side today, so that's always a good thing. And no, we're just gonna just do our thing, do the thing that we've been doing, and just, I'm gonna try to remain consistent. The one time that I will be in, or not here around November time, I'll have Milk do the streams then. But until then, I hope you guys have a good one. You guys take care, and you stay safe out there. Peace out.